Hi guys, welcome back to How I Makes Up. Today I'm going to do another trend inspired look for you, a very simple, easy one. And I feel like this goes against everything that we're being told recently about lip liner, and obviously lip liner has had a massive moment in the makeup industry. So this technique is what I like to call the blurred lip line, which is very pretty, very soft and super easy to achieve. So I've done most of my makeup, but the first step I want to do is conceal. Now, I think if you're going for like a bold lip or a red lip, you want to make sure you've got any kind of redness taken away, and I'm going to brighten under my eyes. Sorry if you can hear banging, guys, there is building work going on next door, and this was the only time to film, so we're just going to go with the best, make the best of it. So I'm taking a bit of the Urban Decay, this is the Naked Concealer, and I'm just going to put a little bit around any like capillaries around my nose to brighten under my eyes. And I love this brush. This is the Airbrush Concealer from It Cosmetics. So I'm just going to use that just to go under the eyes and just kind of buff that in. Then I'm going in with one shade lighter in the same consistency concealer, and I'm actually going to use this a little bit around my lips as well, because normally the whole point of a lip pencil is to stop the lip bleeding, but with this kind of look it actually looks great if the lipstick does bleed a little bit, kind of be on the natural lip line. So I'm going to use a dot here, a dot here, and then I'm going to use it like a little kind of M milk moustache on my lips. So I'm just going to go sort of like that, like a little M, and a little bit on the corner, just so the lips start with quite a clean look. I'm just going to blend that around the outside corners of my mouth, just so that it's really clean and there's no kind of discoloration in the skin. And then I'm just going to blend that milk moustache out like a kind of natural highlight, so that my lip line is nice and clean. Now, to create the look, I think it's great with a red lip, but it also works beautifully with an orange or like a dark crimson or burgundy. And I'm a huge lover of the Nars. These are the Velvet Matte lip pencils, and Red Square is one that I love and always go back to, as well as Dragon Girl and Cruella. And I can't find what I've done my Cruella lip pencil, so very worried about that. If in doubt, I will probably have to buy another one because I love it so much. So I think I'm going to use these today. However, another classic that's really great for this kind of look is any of the MAC red lipsticks. This is just one of the MAC editorial reds, which has like Ruby Woo, Russian Red. This also has Lady Danger. So any of those kind of colours will be great to create this look. So also, before I started, what I did do was I gave my lips a little lip scrub. You can do this with just a little bit of sugar if you want, just into some lip balm, and then I just put some lip balm on and then took it off as well. So my lips are nice and nourished, but they've kind of had all the dead skin taken off. So I'm gonna go in with Red Square first, just kind of build the color. And you can totally do this with a creamy color, but I think it looks so good with a matte color. So first of all, you just want to go around your lip as you would do normally with your red lipstick. And because we're going to blur the edges, the great thing is you don't need to be like ridiculously perfect. Just make sure you've covered the lip. And a good trick with this kind of technique is if you are going to blur the edges, go a little bit less over the lip than what you would do normally. So even slightly just before the lip line is where you want to stop with the color. So now, instead of blotting, you want to add one more coat all over, so you've got enough kind of lip color to stain and to move around the lip. So just make sure there's no gaps. And then from there, we're going to create the blurred effect. Now, there's two ways of doing it. When I'm doing it in my kit, I have a mix. So sometimes I will use something like a pencil brush. So this is the Zoeva one. MAC do a great one as well. Or you can just use a Q-tip, so a cotton bud Q-tip, and you actually want it with more of a fluffy end. So this is the only time I probably wouldn't use like my Muji thin ones. And just make sure you kind of pull the cotton quite tight if it is a bigger one, so there's no kind of little bits of cotton coming off the fluff, or fluff coming off the cotton. And what you're going to do, you're going to start softening the edge. So as opposed to using it on the side, you want to kind of turn it at a point, and you're just going to very softly blend the edges out. And it's going to instantly make your lips look fuller as well. Just so it almost gets that really natural looking kind of bleeded lip. And then you can turn the Q-tip onto its side and just kind of drag it backwards and forwards around the lip line. And if you smile, it does make it that little bit easier. And you just want to be kind of following the natural shape that you would do your lips normally. So if you've done kind of a Cupid's bow, just kind of follow the Q-tip into the Cupid's bow. And if you feel like there's not enough pigment around the outline of the lip shape you've created, just go with your Q-tip and roll it into the center where you put a little bit of extra pigment, and you can kind of re-roll it around the outside corner. So you just get a really lovely diffused edge that I still think feels very glamorous, and especially if you have kind of a neat liner or just neat mascara, it kind of works really nice in contrast, having that slightly blurred edge on the lip. And it really makes the lips look fuller as well. That's what's amazing. It kind of looks like you've been eating cherries and you've got sort of really enlarged lips. So it kind of gives you that natural, fuller lip look very naturally. And then I'm gonna pop a bit of mascara onto the bottom lashes just for a little bit of extra definition, but you could totally skip this step. So I'm just gonna use a bit of bronzer from my Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of shape just to my cheekbones, but I don't want it too much of a blush look so it doesn't fight the lip. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of definition. And a lot of you guys will ask me about the hairline trick I do, which is basically because I don't have kind of an even hairline, just in photos, I just take a bit of contour powder or a bit of like a sort of cool tone bronze and just deepen my hairline just so it kind of knocks that line back a little bit. And that's it, that's all I'm gonna do. I don't wanna add any highlights, I don't wanna add any blush. I feel like it just looks really nice. It's this kind of statement tomatoey lip. And yeah, I love it. I think it naturally makes the lips big and full looking, and you can always kind of perfect it, take it to a level that you feel comfortable with. So, you know, I quite like how full it looks here, but you could always just tidy that up still. So as I said, it is a trend makeup, which I know means it's not for everyone, but I think it's a really fun trend. And I think it's quite a good one as well, especially if you're in a rush or you don't have a steady hand. And I think it's fun to experiment with. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you soon for more.